Good morning, everybody. I am full of piss and vinegar today, so let's get started with this rant. Can't trust anybody. You can't trust me. All this crap going on with cult of personality, this recent thing with GDL and Harry Vox, and then I'm looking at people bagging on Max Egan and David Icke. Well, check this out. You can talk about the problem or you can fix the problem. And if there's money in talking about the problem and you're talking about the problem for a long time, you're probably making money. I think most people instinctively, collectively, on some level, understand the problem. I think that we're all tuned into each other in some way. And maybe in a dream or in our subconscious, we fully understand the problem as it relates to us. For one person, it might be Jews or Marxism or Bolshevism, or it might be pedophilia or devil worship, demon idol, all this. For another person, it might be laziness, sloth, envy, jealousy, lust, greed, pride, wrath. Get it? So we know what the fucking problem is, and then what we need to do is go out and fix the problem ourselves. I cannot fix my wrath in other people. I cannot fix my gluttony in other people. Other people are not responsible for that. And the first, last, and only big choice we make in life is the connection between individualism and group identity. So, are we a person or are we a member of a group? Because if we're a member of a country, then we're fucked, because the Jewish incel, the cell in our country, does not play by team rules. It plays by own team rules, special team. Whenever you have a small group that doesn't play by the rules, that only protects and looks out for itself, it will disadvantage the rest of the group. So here we are. We need to do something about that group that is disadvantaging the rest of us and not playing fair. Now we can tighten up and have our own elite group, or we can declare open season and outlaw the practices and beliefs and structures of the other group. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about trust in people. Because CIA came out a long time ago and said the best way to lie to people is tell them 90% truth. Well, everybody is so starved and looking for a solution because they inherently know what this fucking problem is, that they need to know that not only is there a solution, but it's being worked on. Ergo, the Mossad gave us fucking Q. Yes, Q is Israeli. You're welcome, MAGA. Go fuck yourself. Where we go one, we go all. You mindless Marxist, brainwashed creeps. Like, oh, I don't even want to get into that. Okay. So you're being lied to. The news lies to you by telling you 90% truth. Yes, here's the weather. Yes, here's the stock report. Yes, here's the crime report. But they're telling you which crimes are important and telling you to ignore the others. Harry Vox has been doing what he's doing for a long time. So is Max Egan, David Icke, the crew, right? What's their solution? To keep blabbing? To keep having dialogue? To keep being rhetorical? If I'm still doing this in 5 or 10 or 20 years, you guys need to come and beat my fucking ass. Okay? If I incentivize these videos, if I start popping commercials, Okay. And I don't know Max. He seems like a cool guy until I look at his MO. And sometimes it's looking what a guy doesn't do. And there's a reason that my forebears had a problem with hippies and non-confrontationalists. Now, I am a pacifist, okay? But I also think that there is a certain amount of self-preservation, and I do think that there is a time for action. I don't want death, and I really don't want violence, but violence is a language, and it needs to be used. Now, I don't want to speak that language, but it's about time to hear it. The whole fucking world needs to hear it. So you can wear your blue jean top and be all hippy-dippy and play guitar and have high-speed videos and have a franchise and be marketable and all of that, and speak and go to events and be banished in Exodus to some tropical place and just hanging in there. Yeah, right, okay. Or you can be helping other people. Now, I'm not, but I'd sure like to be. Seems like most of my videos are me reaching out trying to collaborate with others. And if people want to think I'm a Fed, good. Think that. Be diligent. Be protective. Have your guard up. Be aware of how fucking creepy the system is. But then be a man and test me. Because I could turn into a Fed tomorrow, which means I'm not one today. So you could trust me today, but you still have to check again tomorrow. Because the nature of man is to sell out for comfort. We get old, we get tired, we get discouraged, we get weak, we get vulnerable. The devil is stronger than each of us individually, so we have to turn our will over to the collective better good that follows the path of God. You're not going to do that inside of a money-controlled system. So, yes, you're being lied to by everybody that's been in the game for a long time. I like to think that Chris Langan and David Duke have some kind of secret organizations where they're farming people and have bunkhouses and educating and teaching people life skills, and I don't know that they do. I mean, if it's secret, then how would I know? But if somebody's popular, that's probably a bad sign in this world, right? Like if I get 10,000 followers all of a sudden, you really better scrutinize me. You better line up what I'm saying and what I've been saying and see if it's still, see where I'm not going. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I sounded really ridiculous there. The job of the enemy is to distract us. To distract us means to keep us off what we're supposed to be focused on. In other words, they're trying to knock us off of our little spot, our foundation, our boat, our perch, and you have to grab hold of that. It doesn't matter what I say. If I don't line up or if I try to move you off your perch, I'm the bad guy. Right? So stop looking to follow anybody. Only look at anybody and hear what they offer as their point of view. Fuck personality, fuck my face, fuck my voice, fuck my history. Look at my argument and how I have stayed true to the principles that I back my argument up with. If my principles change or my argument is flawed, then I'm a fucking douchebag. However, if you like what I say and it meshes and it gels, then check it against your own principles, path, guidance, okay? Don't take your cartridge out and put mine in. Put them next to each other and go, I like this guy so much that I'm considering adopting a couple of things and testing them out. Because you're not a fucking NPC, you're not a tool, you're not a sheep. You need to be making these decisions yourself, not because me or Ike or Vox or anybody fucking tells you to. You need to make them too because they're self-generated, self-inspired from your own moral compass and ethical standards. Get it? So stop fucking listening to other people. Consider their points of view as arguments. See if those arguments add up because you're strong in arguing now because you're using your brain and logic. If they don't add up, dismiss them, throw them away, waste of space. But if they do line up, then incorporate them into yours. Keep your identity. Develop who you are. We're a world full of shrubs when we should be giant oak trees. Grow. Do not grow dependent on others because others will always look out for their own interests. I have to first. Grow based off of what you know is right. Stop naming names. Stop caring about pretty design and familiarity of voice and, identifying and commiserating. Fuck you. There'll be a time for all of that after we've done the work. There was my rant. Love you guys.